What's up, guys? I'm actually at a storage unit, sorting out, getting my new setup ready for camping Kaizen. And today, I'll be giving you some tips on how to improve your car camping setup. I actually haven't been car camping that much lately, but since I want to downsize my life to focus on growing this channel in a real way and showing you awesome products that will work for you, I went out of my way to actually start car camping a lot more often and downsize my life. I have like a little bed setter I rent week to week, and sometimes I can just rent, live in the car if I want to, or live in that bed set or the quote unquote cheap Airbnb. The first product I'm going to present to you is this MacBook, a laptop. You're going to need it, especially if you're just going to be working on the go, being a car camper of some sort. So the next thing I'm going to show you is this stand from Walmart, right? So what's cool about this stand, and don't mind the little stuff I have under there. Sometimes I just store little things like extra cups or like this little water bottle packet. Anyways, this stand from Walmart, which is cool, you can lean it against and it pretty much stays. I only use it when I'm stopping and I'm mobile, and I need to edit some videos or something like that. But what's cool is that you can kind of fit it into this little bracket under your seat. You just gotta move your seat back, right? And then you can fit it under here, and it's pretty stable. And again, you're not gonna be driving while this thing is up, right? You're gonna have it put up, especially if you work in this car like me. And just to give you a bit of a demonstration, I just sit in here, right? And I can literally work in here pretty easily with my laptop, no problem. So I just stick it right up in here, and bam, there you go. And it's actually pretty useful. You can do everything you need. I have a internet mobile hotspot that I always have on me, and I'm going to talk about that product next. So the next product I want to talk about is this AT&T mobile hotspot, and it's pretty nice. You can pay for a few plans. I pay $35 a month and I get 15 gigabytes. I would highly recommend you get this product, especially if you're going to be car camping or just camping mobile. Maybe you're in an RV, whatever you're doing. This is great. Also, in my setup, I built it to where I can just kind of stick it right here, or I can stick it on my laptop so I don't get it lost. Just kind of like that. So get some Velcro strips too. I'm gonna throw that in there. But this shouldn't cost you no more than a little over $100, depending on which mobile hotspot you get. I heard Verizon has them too, so definitely look into that. Unfortunately, you can't get unlimited. So if you can afford to buy two of these, that might be a good idea. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm thinking about getting another one so I can have one that has like, maybe I pay the highest tier and I get 200 gigabytes off both connections, because you're going to pay for the internet anyway. And if you pay like $65, you get two of the devices and you pay like, I don't know, $65 a month for both of them. I mean, or maybe 135 and the 165. You can kind of curve that, because even if you were in an apartment or an actual home or whatever, you're still going to pay for the internet. And your phone's going to have some mobile hotspot data you can utilize too, which I'm with Verizon. So definitely look into that so you can still have some internet usage. But usually I use Starbucks so I can actually you know, upload videos. So I'll just park there, set up my privacy center and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you what it looks like for the privacy and how much it's going to cost you to have some of that stuff. I did it the cheap way, so let's get to it. So first things first, I have kind of like this window thing. And this thing here, this cost me like $10 at with tax at AutoZone. This one was a little bit more expensive because I bought it some random AutoZone. I think it was like $20. But I put this on the back window because it's bigger. And then I put this one on the front window. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. kind of keep some privacy there. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna show you the windows. What do you do about the side windows, right? I showed you what I'm gonna do for the front windshield and the back windshield. I still gotta put this on there. So what am I doing about the side windows? Now you can get privacy shades. You can buy them. It's hard to find the sizes depending on the car, especially the newer cars, because it takes some companies time to like produce the product before it even rolls out, you know. But that's not the point, right? You can find privacy shades and make them work. But what I found is that if you want to go the cheaper route, you can actually go buy some cardboard. You know, either you want to color them with a Sharpie, you could get some free cardboard. I didn't want to do that. I went and bought black cardboard from Dollar Tree for $1.25 each. I bought like 5 of them and was able to just use shears and scissors and a knife to cut them and define them. And they fit pretty well with the window. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So here's the other 2 windows I'm going to show you really quick. So now as you see, this car is pretty much completely private, at least to the point to where people will probably not mess with you, especially where I camp out at night sometimes. And this is how it looks in here with privacy. It's very chill. Like I said, I can get on the computer, do work and stuff, and it's super nice, you know. So this is a way to pretty much be able to camp, sleep in your car. For the most part, no one's gonna come in your windows and mess with you and stuff like that. You just, and of course, like I know my setup isn't like, it's not completely private. Like they can kind of still see in if they really wanted to. They could pop up and look through the window, kinda ish. But it's not bad enough to the point to where it's like, you know, where at least where I'm at, where it will be detrimental. If anything, it makes them leave me alone more because where I sleep at when I do car camp is just a safe place, and I know the people around the area, so they kind of just let me do it. But if you don't have that situation, I would definitely work on defining the cardboard more. If you're going to go the cheap route, like definitely cut it out to where it's exactly the measurements of your windows. Now, I feel if you're going to be car camping, you're going to absolutely need some of this stuff. This is a tarp tent. And this is cool if you're going to be, you know, tent camping and stuff like that. I usually go out to a place, I'm not going to exactly say because I don't want to find me, right? But it's a place where you pay like $14 for a couple of nights and you pretty much can park your car or your RV or whatever, and you just essentially can set up like your own tarp center shelter. That's why I say I recommend getting this. You can get this from Walmart. Definitely check this out. This is 1-person backpacking tent. This is great if you just want to go tent on your own or with somebody. I know it says 1 person, but you can fit another person in there. But obviously it's not for like you and your buddy, right? Like maybe you have your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever your sexual orientation is. If y'all want to go on a couples trip, this is great. Um, so with those 2, I would say you've probably seen like the YouTube videos of Go 4x4, which I really love his content. He inspired me to kind of, he's one of the inspirations that helped me want to create this channel. And you can set up this and like film it if you want to. That's something I'm going to do in the future more and more. You could even like just use it for your own enjoyment. Like you just want to set it up and cook and let the rain fall on it, listen to the sounds. It's amazing. That device, it also just saves you on battery. Like you have no idea how much money you're gonna probably spend changing out your battery more because you're charging so many devices, especially if you're video editing like me, have all these phones and cameras you gotta charge. So definitely get you some sort of external power sources. I even have an extra power bank, and Anchor is a good one, but also Heyday is a good brand if you want to go to Target. So I have the links down below if you want to order from Amazon. Again, you don't have to. You can go to your local AutoZone. That might help you more, but it also helps the channel if you do buy the products from the links, obviously. Now, the next thing you want to do as a car camper is if you want to save money on food, okay, get you one of these. And what's nice is that having a butane stove, it does not require any electricity. You know, I know there's electric stoves out there that are powerful, but if you don't have a generator, you know, it can suck. You know, so this is a great option because it's gas, of course. And I've already cooked on it, as you can see in this video I'm showing you. And this is pretty great. I got this for Walmart for 20 bucks. But if you can get a cheaper, I mean, not cheaper, but a more expensive one that's a better product, I would definitely go with trying to get a butane stove. This one's pretty nice from Amazon. Definitely check it out. But it could be a great option for you. I will have a few other options for stoves too if you want to go the electric route. Uh, a few that I'm looking to get in the future. So another hack is just buying tuna from the store. You know, like buying, this is just a hack. It's not necessarily like, but you can buy like these nice bumblebee tunas from Dollar Tree, Velveeta cheese, get you a pack of rice, a couple packs of rice. And what I like to do is, you know, so me, I'm always cooking food on the go. I'd rather do that since I'm always working, doing deliveries, you know, also doing like Lyft driving and stuff like that. So a lot of my work is on the road anyway, on top of doing the content, which actually adds to my income. So what I do is I have this little container and it's dirty right now. I gotta actually go wash it because I ate something earlier. But it essentially is like a cup, like for soups, for warming food in it. You know, you can close it up. For the most part, it's sealed. It won't smell that much. And you can, man, you can keep this in. I keep it in my little glove compartment in the middle of the seat, two seats. I keep it in that section, store it there, and it's great. And usually I put rice, beans, tuna, or chicken and stuff like that. And I use a butane stove to warm it up really well. Or I cook some ramen, put it in here, put some veggies, put some meats in it. Easy meals, cheap too. You know, I think I was spending like maybe 20 bucks a week on food. Of course, like I spend extra money on like getting protein shakes. And sometimes I do buy fast food to cheat. Like I'll buy Chipotle just so I can get those calories in because I am also working out. So getting a gym membership is good for you too. And the reason why is showers, of course, and stuff like that. And you can keep yourself fit and meet your fitness goals. And it's actually been easier for me to meet my fitness goals being on the road than if I was in a comfortable, more comfortable situation like in an apartment or a living space because it just, I don't know, it just helps you more. I think you, um, what would I say it helps me with? It just makes it more serious. I can't explain it. And then, you know, I remember I was recently, I almost got another apartment. So I did pay a huge deposit to get into a temporary place. I shouldn't have done that because I actually ended up not staying there because it got expensive because the person was raising it month to month. So I actually ended up, like I said, going into like these hotels for cheap, going into Airbnbs for cheap. And I actually do right now a hybrid of car camping plus living in the hotels and Airbnbs. And sometimes I just want to be in an Airbnb in a hotel to feel kind of normal again. Um, but I almost got into another place again, and this one was going to be on a lease. And then I realized, no, I'm not going to be free if I do that. And there's a lot of things I want to do, and I make good money, and I don't want to be restricted by my time. and bills. So what's nice is that with car camping, I can kind of control my spending in certain areas. Like now I have life insurance. I have all these insurances I wouldn't have had if I was living in an apartment because you're spending so much. You're paying $2,000 in rent for your own apartment. I've had my own apartment since I was 18, and I don't care to keep paying rent anymore like that. At least if I pay for a day to stay in a place, it's on my own terms, and I actually build more wealth being on the road. And it's no different in a way. If you know what you're doing, it's no different than living in a place, living in your car. You just got to do it safely. So with that being said, you can definitely budget, eat very frugally, live pretty well on a budget while car camping, and it will work out. I promise. You just got to know what you're doing and how to do it, and don't care about the judgment of others.